Because we got to tell you about a great tournament coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good reviews about that one.
Yeah, so this is like my own
Aces for Pierre.
Like, I approach poker a little more like how Nick does than Uri does.
Yeah.
Uri does lots of like, well, in this spot, like, you know, people do this kind of thing, and like he knows player tendencies super well, and like.
Couple diamonds for Seth. He's got a straight flush draw.
He's a very smart guy, and he's way better at ring than me. But our styles are sort of like, it's hard for me, some of the stuff he says. Like,
combo draw for Seth.
I know you're right, and they probably do fold a lot here or whatever, but like, I can't like pull the cord and just like be off in no man's land. Just
there you go, Seth. Little straight flush draw.
I don't know. Like,
against the aces.
Especially in like live poker. Yeah. Certain weird situations occur where like someone is like pretty specific in kind of what they have, and like you could make moves that would be
oh
like,
my goodness!
Straight
the
flush.
Straight flush!
Right here on the turn, hand number 30.
And I just don't really
just fell out of my chair a little bit. I'm at attention now. Pierre has aces, does not have the ace of diamonds here, and look at Seth. This cold-blooded monster doesn't even change anything in his table presence, his facial expression.
Wow, that definitely would have worked here, but holy shit, that would have been insane to do in this spot.
Looking calm, cool, and collected, smoothly puts out $2,000. Fletch gets there. Can Pierre get away from this? It's going to be difficult, but possible. It's possible. Pierre, very talented. Seth has been very quiet so far.
Only because he doesn't have the ace of diamonds, but he's going to come along. Hard to get rid of aces.
I guess it looks cheesy.
I just think it's great to have Dylan
and
here.
Now, it becomes way more possible to exit.
Yeah.
Not the card that Seth wanted to see on this river by any means. An action killer of some sort.
Or is it?
Everybody loved it.
Pierre had a high diamond in his hand.
Oh, awesome. That's a real story?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
But he doesn't.
He does.
It's a cold signal. Sounds like you're
You're still obviously betting. And you could size up very large if you're Seth. Because it is possible that Pierre could be having the ace of diamonds or the king of diamonds. We know he doesn't. So if I'm Seth, I'm going massive here. Going about pot.
It's kind of like a weird
all
thing
in.
where you
Or even over. Yeah, even better. And Pierre's...
Show it! He doesn't even show it. Whenever I get a straight flush, I show it. Yeah, Boss Jimmy's got a ton of comments
He just goes, we're playing like
already.
$100 each, or we're playing 300 each. And he goes, all right, guys, if everyone pays me $25, I'll stand back up. Everyone's like, okay. And then everyone does it. He just sits back down like 2 hands later. Just
Getting paid.
I feel that we keep it open till 5 players left. Is that fair? What do you think?
Sure.
I still have to shuffle when I'm standing.
You see, I go like this, and then part of my strategy is I drop them all the time.
And you could vote more than once. I don't care. Vote for everybody.
Nope. Oh, just like lose, right?
Yeah.
It's just compulsive.
You're right. This game is painful.
You gotta shuffle chips. Playing poker without chip shuffling, what is that?
Jimmy berated me into doing a no shuffle bet with him. Because I was like, I know he doesn't, he just wants me to not shuffle and put me in a little pain.
Shuffling is part of the experience.
Yeah.
Often you'll play gold. Not very often. We gotta get you out there, man. You'd be a weapon out there.
Why don't it may make sense to close it right now. Doug is sitting.
28.
May
You
make
feel
sense.
that?
Yeah. Why don't you close the con?
Already for him?
They'll close the. So after this hand,
But I'm young in spirit.
close out the entries.
Okay, after this hand, we'll close out the entries.
Yes. Diamond draw for Matt. Trips. He hits the diamonds. Trips for Pierre. Pierre with trips, makes a big bet here. 2,700. Matt sees the board pair, but he's got diamonds.
Cooler in the stand-up game.
He's going to make the call. Throws a piece of bubble gum out there, and he's going to get the change.
Absolutely making the call, even though the board is paired. King high flush, way too strong.
Oh, quadrophenia for Pier.
Wow. Case 3 on the river.
And Matt probably can see an exit ramp here.
Yeah, Matt hates that. Look at Pierre, loving life, calm, cool, and collected. Coffee in the cup holder. Chips going into the middle.
Green tea.
It's a lot of plum, Rick, doing a little inventory, counting how much he has. It's about 10,000. He can go big and make it look bluffy, which I imagine he probably will. Or does he want to target a queen? Get value out of this hand. All options are in play. Small, medium, or large. How greedy will Pierre get? Goes for it all.
in.
How much is that?
It's about 10,000, Matt. And this is why we play the stand-up game, because nobody actually ever really believes you. Is he doing this because he just wants to sit down? $300 bounty per player if you're the last one standing. But Pierre has the stone cold coconuts. And just a king high flush now on such a gross run out for Matt. I think he ends up laying it down. He's going to get to see it regardless. Wonder how much coaching Matt got from our boy Linus.
He lets it go. So if you had a straight flush on your bingo card, check it off. If you had quads on your bingo card, check it off.
Slow rolling the quads.
The hell? What?
In position for only one more hand, and he lays down the 10-3 off.
Yeah.
Chris just flatting the 200 with the king-queen off here on the button. That's
Should we just take the chairs away?
a little perplexing. King-queen off, definitely good enough for a raise there when the straddle the 200's on.
I might go use the bathroom for a little bit.
That would be very, very
I
gangster.
won't do it.
You should do it.
I'd pee my pants for less.
No, it'll cost you money, but the gangster class.
I don't think I really got to choose.
Usually you don't, yeah.
Huh?
Usually you don't.
Sometimes you do.
I don't even if I could pee my pants.
Huh?
I said, I don't even
Doug
know if I
versus
could pee my
Pierre. Pierre
yeah,
with
this
the
conversation's
straight
going
draw,
very
and
quick.
now he has a pair of
I
sixes.
played at this place called Twin River. You know Twin River?
Yeah, it's in Rhode Island.
I was playing 1-2 there when I was like 19 or 18. This old guy who didn't speak the entire day just taps me on the shoulder and goes, I have to go use the bathroom. I said, okay.
800.
10 minutes go by. He says, I was like, are you going to go use the bathroom? He's like, already did. So,
Oh, boy.
Okay, that's it.
Cool story, Dylan.
I don't know if he was fucking with me.
Old man just announcing that he's going to the bathroom at the table. It seems like a pretty odd and strange story. Pierre with the check mark.
Runout seems to favor Pierre today.
Is this table 44? Very bad luck.
Doug's going to try and take a stab here and perhaps bluff at this one. He's reaching. How much will he make it? It's going to be a hard call.
I mean, death, so it's like,
So it's double death?
So DQ, it's not the first person to comment the name of the person. We'll pick someone. We'll be random. We'll have somebody pick it. But as long as everybody have that one person.
Good call there from Pierre on the river. The bluff doesn't get through by Doug, and Pierre wins just south of a 10K pot.
To like kind of like be good for the game and tripping in the recreationals.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they
You're
don't have
bought
private
in.
games.
Huh?
It's because they don't have private games.
Yeah, no, and then
Like
you can't leave it.
They look at cash game players
Yeah.
like, dude, you guys can't even play.
Yeah.
You know, you guys.
But also, like, for stalling, if you play a tournament for a living, if you don't stall, you're literally costing yourself, like,
Yeah.
tens of thousands of dollars throughout the year. Which I didn't know about until one of my friends who played tournament was like, yeah, you should be, like...
Pierre making moves here with the
it's not
5,
like
6 of
those guys
diamonds,
couldn't even-
so
couldn't do it
maybe
fast,
he
like,
heard us that he's looking to get stacked. Both players very deep, 25,000 plus. Dylan just flats the big slick here in position,
Just take over 10 seconds for decision.
Yeah.
and he flops himself
Well,
top
he's a hypocrite.
gutter ball for Pierre. No diamonds on
Even,
board,
like,
so
approaching the bubble.
looking for a 4.
And then pay jumps.
I know those sneakers. Jimmy on his way to the table soon. Look at
Yeah,
Jimmy's
I guess
etiquette. He
you
waits. Unlike Slick Rick, who just barges in at the table. He waits till the hand's over, and then he's going to go talk to Kevin.
I witnessed this hand. I witnessed this hand.
No
now.
no spoilers.
No spoilers. Nope, but I've seen this hand.
There's not really a good
Shot clock's
solution.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent, but if someone decides to take 30 seconds to every action, they're taking a long time.
I would love to have like 10 seconds for decision and then have few extra, whatever, 30 seconds, one minute decision when it matters.
The 9 of
Have,
diamonds
like,
on a
10
turn.
of these for whole day and just play.
Doesn't change much.
It's the 9 of diamonds, though.
Yeah, but it's not on the flop. I thought it was flop only.
If you
Yeah,
have
but
to
we'll
you
still
and you're
take
like,
care
should I
of
open
him.
or not? You don't need 30 seconds.
Kevin is a good guy.
My favorite,
That sounds
my
good. I'm
favorite
not
is,
gonna
like,
argue
big
with
blind,
that.
Or like small blind button, stare down,
Yeah.
and then fold button. I was like, alright, you got me.
Thanks for that.
Thanks. I don't even check my card, so good luck with checking my face reaction.
The pre-card stare down is just purely to
That
show
is
power,
indeed $25 for
you know?
Kevin.
I'm start doing that to
I
Pierre
told him to
every
flop,
time
but I'm
that
just
I-
gonna
he
pay
has
him
one of these
anyways.
cards, I'm staring down.
Pierre still firing. Large, $4,000.
Lots of fluff for my sneakers here while this big hand
Pretty
is going
nice,
on.
pretty nice sneakers. You probably packed. It's 3 or 4 pairs of sneakers this trip.
3.
I,
Bang.
I was leaning on 3.
You got it, 3.
Leaning on
Yeah.
3.
I'm only here quick trip, in and out. Sunday morning I'm gone. I'll be back next weekend though.
$4,000, a large wager from Pierre as the table comes to a halt, a hush of sorts. Dylan's just going to flat here the 4K. And what will Pierre do? Looking for a 4 and a 4 only, sitting at 9% equity. It's the queen of spades, no help. The Jack-10 now gets there. And look at Pierre. This is the man with 6 high. Does he look nervous to you, chat? Will he surrender and wave the white flag, or will he pull the trigger on a massive bluff? We've seen him do it before. Eyeing up Dylan's stack. It's about the same, but 6 high, less than top pair. How much is Pierre going to make it? The longer here that he takes, the more he's going to go for it, carving out the plum. $12.5 in the middle. Don't think Dylan's folding for any amount, even if Pierre stuffs it on him. And here he goes.
I feel like 5.8 maybe or something like that. Oof, a lot.
9,500.
Snap call.
Hasn't snapped just yet, but he'll be calling. Dylan's ace king here so disguised. Just flatted pre. Really at the top of his range. Can't be folding here for $9,500. Makes the call. Nice call there from Dylan. Pier wasn't expecting to see the ace king. And one of the largest hands of the night, 31.5, goes to the man in the 1 seat. Pier, Doug, and Yushan all throwing the party for our visitors. So, such gracious hosts we have here at the lodge.
Oh boy.
There was a wild card mystery man. Was it slick?
It could be slick.
We're getting, it gets so...
Ace 4 of clubs for Vlast in the cutoff. Makes it 300.
Have way more games, so there's way more revenue.
Straddle is on here. Pierre with the pocket queens. 3-bet incoming here from the BB.
Baseball has serious problems with the sport itself. People don't like it anymore. Young people really hate it.
I used to
Big
love it.
3-bet.
I can't even watch a game.
Very large 3-bet to $1,500. But like you said, Jimmy, Vlast didn't come all the way here on a plane to fold ace 4 of clubs
He's never
in the
folding.
cutoff, right?
And you don't
Never
have to be, like,
folding.
too intense about it, like football, hockey, and everything.
I had a boy last. Never
There's
folding.
television
We take the
and it's
flight, we're gonna
freezing,
call.
And it's just raining all the time, like it is in like certain cities. No one wants to go watch some team that's never gonna make the playoffs.
Agreed.
Versus like NFL, you know,
8-8
there's only 15
deuce.
games.
Very
Even if the
safe
team's
flop
crap, it's still gonna be a good game.
for Pierre.
Yeah, agreed.
I went to
2 pair,
the
queens and
Nationals, like, the
eights.
Nationals at the
See,
end of
bets to
their
1,000.
season. It was like the last game, or second to last game.
Let's
Yeah,
see
we
if
got a
Vlast
box
wants to get
in
creative
the
and
box.
perhaps try and
So we're
bank a
just, like,
club
drinking,
here
hanging out, and then someone's
on
like,
the
"Hey, you wanna
turn, or
play
maybe
the
somehow,
Redskins?"
some way see an
We watched
ace on the
football
river.
in the box.
Backdoor clubs available.
Last can't help himself. Look
That
at
was
him.
for the Redskins. Barely even a football team.
He can't help
I
himself.
love that their name was just the football team that one year. That was
I
incredible.
think it's better than the Commanders.
Oh, it's way better than the Commanders.
3 of spades.
I was like, oh, that's kind of all. It's you know, it's on
Pot
the
building,
nose.
5,100 in the middle.
tongue-in-cheek a
Pierre
little.
with a $9,400 stack.
But you are a football team. We're the Washington football team. I kind of liked it. It's
Likely to
just
fire again here
Some memes here and
on the
there.
turn. Try and set up that river jam.
A lot of teams are just like Bayern FC.
What's his sizing here, Mikey?
Yeah, but he was only doing.
If you
it
want to
be
shove
big.
that river,
That's
what
makes
would
it
you bet?
great.
3,200?
Apparently,
Less?
like Bezos and
25,
Jay-Z were
half
trying
pot,
to
somewhere
buy
around
them.
there.
or something like that.
Right on the nail. You should be a professional poker player, Mikey.
There aren't many fan bases.
Vlast has that look in his eye, though, Jimmy.
Washington Commanders fans.
Remember,
hate
he
Dan
took the
Snyder.
flight.
There are not many.
Once you get
More
that boarding
hated
pass,
owners.
you're gonna get it.
How many Commanders
James
fans do you
Dolan?
know?
I don't know very many.
Does pick up more outs.
Online,
The
they
ace
exist.
or the 5 available.
You know any Commanders fans? You live
sure
there.
you
Not quite
Yeah,
sure he
sure
wants
he
to
does.
flat here and then give Pierre a chance at leading the river in case Vlast miss. He might stick it. Did he shove on him?
He's like, the name change, I'm out.
He got
Makes
into
the
it
call.
because of the logo.
Wow.
He used to collect
Makes the call.
He likes racist things.
Ace or a 5.
Oh, man.
And the ace of diamonds.
How does he have an ace on
He used
that
to
river?
collect
How does
coins,
he have
you know,
an
He
ace?
liked it because of the Indian head nickel. And then
If
they
you're
changed the
Pierre,
name.
how does he have an ace? Tell
And
me.
it's
Explain
like,
it to me. How does he have an ace?
That's what he's trying to
sucks.
decide.
I'm moving to Tampa Bay.
I wonder if Pierre just still shoves.
These are the
you know,
decisions,
good.
guys, right here.
So we can Buccaneers fan.
Yeah.
So now he's a Buccaneers.
How does my opponent have an ace here? I'm sitting with
I
pocket
think-
queens, deuce
It's
8
like,
8
I'm
flop.
not
How
trying to
does my
jump on the
opponent have an
PC
ace?
train, but I think it was a good one to change.
Will Pierre
that
rip
was
it
a little-
himself or
yeah.
go for a
I
check
think-
call
didn't
line
it
here? I
come
imagine he's
in
never
with
ever
the
folding
Guardians,
if
right?
Vlast
Yeah.
applies pressure, but Pierre just
Well,
might
the
stick it in
problem with them
himself.
wasn't Their name is whatever.
Right.
I mean, if we can have the Celtics, I don't see the real reason why we can't have the Indians or whatever. But their problem was their logo.
Would my
mascot
opponent
was
call a
ridiculous.
3-bet pre-flop with 2
Yeah.
suited
Yeah,
ace
it
deuce
was.
combos pre-flop and then call the
Pierre
turn
and
bet?
Doug holding hands too, while Doug knee deep in
Each
MLB
put
conversation.
The Indians with the Redskins logo. He put them together. Not too bad.
Pierre checks it. Vlast, will he apply max pressure and max pain? Eyeing up his opponent's stack. He's got about 7,000 left. Vlast would be quite the savage here if he says all in and goes for it all. The Lodge live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday today. And we're going to be back tomorrow. 4 times a week we do this. Make sure you like and subscribe to every video that we put out there. Look at Pierre. Oh, all in announced. Pierre hates it. He's like, really, dude? Really, dude? On my table, in my club? Putting me to the test?
Oh, boy.
A brutal river card for
Very, very tough hand
Pier.
for Pier. Very tough hand for Pier.
Wonder if Pierre's actually thinking on whether to call or not, or if he's just cursing to himself, saying, God damn it, Kevin. Why'd you need to do this to me, final table, Kevin?
Very tough hand. I'm calling, Mikey.
I think Pierre's calling, too.
I'm calling. I'm gonna call. If I'm in Pierre's seat right now, I'm calling. I'm gonna save last. Man, I call.
This one's good, so I'm gonna stick with this one.
Tend to agree, Jimmy.
I'm sorry. I don't know how my opponent has an ace here. I don't know. I'm not good enough to just put him on an ace. On an ace and a 4 of clubs.
Look at Vlas's body language here. He hasn't really done this hand on the bicep with the other hand to his cheek.
When they take a sip from the Modelo like this,
They're thirsty.
They're calling. They're usually calling.
We thank everybody for sticking in and watching the chat.
I'm good, thank you though. That beer, it was good.
Deep into the blender here. The fall blender, no longer summertime here. Little apple cider. Approaching Thanksgiving. Might be Thanksgiving by the time we make a decision here on this call, but you can't blame Pierre. He's probably going to call it off. See the bad news, torch his remaining 7K.
That's high-stakes poker, guys. That's the decisions you're going to face. Right here. You're sitting with 2 queens, ace on the river. Your opponent jams, and you're in the blender. High-stakes poker at its best at the lodge.
Vlas probably not sure if he's good or not, too. Pierre makes the call here. A lot of bigger aces have you beat. Maybe it's something like an ace-10 that might be tanking like this. Who knows? Unlikely. It's queens. It's the second best hand. And we see Pierre battle on this stream on a weekly basis. So selfishly, I am rooting for him. Vlas, the visitor, but a very strong poker player. And everybody is welcome here at the lodge. Get in contact with me at Skull Mike Poker if you want to play in games like this. Pierre, can he get away? Doesn't look like it.
Is Vlas turning pocket 10s into a bluff here?
I don't think so.
What hands does he have?
Like, why would you ever do that with pocket 10s here, especially after Pierre checks river? You have good showdown value.
So what hands does he have now?
Good question.
Very tough. Very tough. When you're in the blender, that stuff, it's just going to go through your head, and you just want to call. You're stuck. It's the end of the session. You just want to call. You just can't believe
he's blocking like king, queen of spades, too. That might be floating flop, something like that.
Your hand is backdoors. It could
Makes
be.
the call.
Yep.
And Pierre's been stacked.
Oh. Vlas the blast.
Win your flips.
Vlas up $22,000, throwing the party. Pierre from that big hand a couple hands ago stuck 18.6.